Shalom. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites who come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of the land on which we stand. All right, also spiritually known as Egypt, spiritual Egypt, coming up on this civil war, which for us is a spiritual war. So, with that being said, coming week in and week out to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the people on the sign here, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, speckled bird, especially speckled birds. And get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and get back into order, right? And you know, time is short, man. All right, the missiles are in the news at all times. The sea hip is in the news, right? Jacob's trouble is upon us. All right, so you know, these are those last few warnings. All right, so first and foremost, and as always, we face the east. All right. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kal Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders who came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful like tabernacle of David. All right. Aqua for listening and learning, being a pillar of rest. 144,000, 1/3 the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom, 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 shalom. All right. So we'll get right to it. Our job, you know, at this point is almost done as far as the warning, right? So let's get Ezekiel and then we'll get Luke. Ezekiel 3. Let's get to the Job, the J-O-B at hand. All right, Ezekiel. Ezekiel 3 and 17. The job at hand. 16. I'm tripping. That's 4. Okay. So like Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. Warning, Will Robinson. Shalom, shalom, shalom. The beloved brother Isaiah Allah, Idaho. Isaiah Allah, Idaho. That mighty warrior. All right, shalom. All right. Shalom, beloved brother. All right, and again, the warning, all right? So our job with this warning, right? Here comes a famine, right? And I mean, everything is about to hit, really looking like at once. Right? They got to do something. Jake is about to rise up, which they're forcing his hand, right? They are in Jake's face, right? So the warning, and they're in Jake's face. Luke 21:20. All right. Luke 21:20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. All right. So with that, Salakia, let me see if I can get this situation to pop here. Shalom, shalom. Living waters. That's the elder Ayash there. Salakia, let me see. All right, so this is Dabu 7 right now, and I saw another brother was using it. See if I could get this to pop.
Dude, deflect away from that and sweep it under the rug.
We'll start this from the top.
So we have him now pointing the finger at Baltimore.
Salat from the top.
This is to
Salakia, God. That Gotta be something. One more attempt. Bear with me. This phone.
7. And we've got Trump, the Gentile Messiah, making more threats here. And of course, it's all deflecting away from getting the truth out of what we want with Epstein and everything. Every story that they could pull out, anything that they could do to deflect away from that and to sweep it under the rug. So have him now pointing the finger at Baltimore, New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles, and threatening them, saying he's going to send in federal troops and they're going to come in, they're going to do what those cities are not doing. Now, this is black magic at its finest. Okay? Some of these aspects need to happen. Just like Homan and his strike teams, they're rounding up murderers and rapists and things like that. They need rounded up, they need to go. But on the other side of the point, those same strike teams are going to be used against everyday people if this place is ever locked back down. I don't know, for let's say a real pandemic.
No, they're locking it.
Okay?
They're
So
locking
you
it
need
now.
to open your eyes and see what's happening right in front of your eyes. With the whole southern border now militarized and clamped down, locked down, that's going to be a whole nother distraction and a real-time war for the first time on our southern border, on our soil. Hasn't even gone into action yet. They haven't even played that card yet. Okay? So, Trump is now saying they're going to send these troops into these other cities. Some of these cities do need cleaned up. But that's where you need not be small-minded and stop there thinking about this. You need to see the larger picture. There's a reason in the Constitution and other places they put things like the Posse Comitatus Act in there.
Let's stop it right there. All right, so, I mean, Dabu is probably a 2/3, right? Because he done watched us, and he's watching us right now, and he's regurgitating, right? And that's fine. But if you're gonna get in, and I mean, you're of the elect, you'll be getting in. So we'll just leave it like that. Anyway, let's read that again. St. Luke, Slovakia, 21 and 20. St. Luke 21 and 20, and we shall see Jerusalem compassed with army. Now, Jerusalem in D.C., okay? Let's parse some things out right now, all right? Technically, Jerusalem, all right, because let's just say that D.C. is not part of Babylon the Great. D.C. is one of the unclean spirits like frogs. That's two different things, right? Right? Just like, how many unclean spirits are there? 3. Are they the same one now? Just like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. No. The unclean spirits like frogs are different than what? Babylon the Great, right? So what is that saying? Okay, well, that means that Jerusalem, right, the midst of Jerusalem, let's read that again. And I'm parsing, this is, I'm just trying to get you to see something in the spirit, okay? So, Luke 21:20, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies. We don't see that right now. We see D.C., which is one of the 3 unclean spirits, which is separate from Jerusalem, or separate from Babylon the Great, which is where you Jakes live. Now, are they Jakes living in the confines of one of the unclean spirits? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's there could be some speckled birds, right? Living in the Vatican, for that matter, which is one, or in the city of London, for that matter. I have now that you think of it, now that I mention it, I have a cousin who I swear is a Jake, but he might be an Edomite when you think of it. But he was really good at math, and that dude somewhere in the world right now, being an accountant for somebody with a whole bunch of, he goes to Japan. Oh, he's living in Japan now because he's crunching numbers. I'm like, so there could be a Jake, theoretically, in this, in the city of London, right? So I'm just making those are the unclean spirits like frogs. And when ye shall see Jerusalem, when ye shall see. Do we see that yet? I would say technically not yet, but we're about to. We're being given a prelude, a foresight. So here's where the warning comes in. Hey, right now, you better heed. You don't see what's about to happen. It's self-explanatory. Dabu 7 sees it clearly. He didn't come right out and say, "That's where the Negroes are." All right. Oakland and Baltimore just gives it away. DC. These are not the major cities, right? The major cities are New York and LA, yeah. But Oakland, no, nah. There ain't no damn major city. That's where niggas are, okay? Plain and simple. You just told him. Anybody spiritual, well, Jacob said, Ham will be standing right next to Jake. Ham won't get it. Jake will be like, oh man, it's about us, right? Shit, Ham might get it. This applies to me too. This applies to me. I look just like them. When ye shall see Jerusalem compasso, have they ran up on the Shy yet? No. Are they in LA? Yeah. Yeah, they're in LA. But have they started? Does it say Judea? Let's see. It says Jerusalem. Jerusalem is where? In Judea? Does this talk about the southern? Does that break it down even further? Jerusalem? Does Jerusalem apply to all of Israel? Or does it apply to the southern kingdom? Wow, that's a good question. I need to look at that. But we'll assume, right, that it is talking about the southern kingdom. Have they come in like a flood or is the southern kingdom compassed with armies? Let's call that Jerusalem for now. And if somebody wants to correct me, then you can do that. Oh, here's a brother right here. He's going crazy. The what? Okay, where is he? Ezekiel 11 and 9. We'll start there. 11 and 9, 10, and 11. What if I moved on from there? I'm not paying attention. Slovakia. What is 11, 9, 10, 11? Check it again. Read it again. 11. Wow, he's gone. Ezekiel 11 and 9. 10 and 11. Ezekiel, this is the brother Isaiah Allah, Idaho. Ezekiel 11 and 9. and I will bring you out of the midst thereof, and deliver you into the hands of strangers, and will execute judgments upon you. Woo! And we see that, okay? We see that. Let's see. Woo. Yeah, this is crazy. You shall fall by the sword. I will judge you in the border of Israel. Woo! And ye shall know that I am the Lord. This city shall not be your cauldron, neither shall you be the flesh in the midst thereof. Woo! But I will judge you in the border of Israel. Wow. The cauldron. You niggas are in the cauldron. No, it says you won't. All right. It's a lot. This city shall not be your cauldron, neither shall your flesh be in the midst thereof, but I will judge you in the border of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, for ye have not walked in my statutes, neither executed my judgment, but have done after the manners of the heathen that are round about you, you Gentile, you Israelite foreigner, you nigger. Nick, well, I guess the niggers were Christians, so let's correct myself on that. Let me catch up to the brother here. The water to the brother Isaiah Idaho, the beloved. The water brother. Yeah, this is what is it, Ezekiel 7. Yeah, Jake. You're at the end here. The end. Oh, Ezekiel 7 and 2. Start at 1. Moreover, the water to the brother, with the beloved brother, Isaiah Idaho. Moreover, this is Ezekiel 7 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power, unto the land of Israel. The end of niggerdom, the end of niggerdom has arrived. Okay? That whole, I'm going to sit here and cuss the cop. I'm surrounded by cops and I'm still indignant and screaming. Any moment now, we're just going to pop. We're going to start seeing the gun downs, right? And the people are going to be appalled. And then it's going to start. They're going to pull the trigger on this thing. Ezekiel 7 and 2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. And the end is come upon the four corners of the land. That's all of y'all. Right? That's all of us. Right? What four corners? Who is this speaking to, first of all? If it says the end is come upon the four corners, it says unto the land of Israel, an end. Who is that? That's Esau is on your ass. What end? Let's get that. Slovakia. Let's establish the end real quick. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. Let's just get it real quick. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end. Boom. Stop. For Esau is the end of the world. What world? His world, right? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's all we need. Esau is the end. You can just stop right there. Now we go back to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 7. Who's the end? Esau. So the end is on your ass, Jake. It is here. Ezekiel 7 and 1. Salakia. Gonna start at 3. Ezekiel 7 and 3. Now is the end come upon thee. All right. Now I'm going to go back to 2. Ezekiel 7 and 2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. And the end is come upon the 4 quarters of the land. 3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. What is that? What are all thine abominations? That broth, right? I saw this guy. He lays out what he's going to cook. He has the asparagus tips, and he's got the fish, right? And this is all raw. He lays it out. It's on the cutting board, and he's got the knife there. And then in the next picture, it's all cooked, right? Except for right next to the fish is some shrimp that I didn't see in the first picture. I'm like, this nigga right here, right? That abominable thing, right? That's all you got to see, how a nigga eats, right? So you know, right? And he's being self-righteous. Oh, I'm about to get myself together. I'm going to start eating right. That's the best comeback or some bullshit like that. The best comeback is eating right or some bullshit. And this nigga's got the shrimp there, so. And I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. What is that? Niggerdom, black culture. I'm black. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm. They got us with that shit. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. I remember that. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Remember that? In the 60s, 70s for sure. Hell, civil rights. They got us, right? But guess what? That shit's over. We're at the end. And all you civil rights turncoats that did that, right? You were part of that. They got us. It's a bunch of turncoats standing right next to you, right? Al-Azhar. Woo! You have done great harm in Israel. Right here at the end. You know we're at the end. Look at these fools. Scrambling. Anyway, the end. Ezekiel 3, 7 and 3. Salakia. Ezekiel 7 and 3. Now is the end come upon thee. Now is Esau about to run up on your ass. You got to understand, the Most High has hands, right? He's got the right hand, who is his son, Yahushua, who knows how to lay down that backhand, right? So, and then right now, right, until further notice, guess what? Who's he sending after you? What do we see? Here's the thing that's going on. There's no way that you can explain to anybody, right, that we clearly see what's going on and can explain. You know what's going on? Well, we're at the end of the eon, at the end of the age, and God is sending his son back, right, for the controversy of Zion. How do you explain that? Because it's time to settle up for the controversy of Zion. That's what's going on here. Where we at? I'm not paying attention. Salakia. 11. It's 12. Yep. Christ is God. Okay, Munoz. Jesus Christ is God. Get the hell out of here. There's the brother. 2 Ezra 9. There we are. Did he already put that up? 9. He's just going. I'm going to just read it outright. I did something there. Yeah, get that dude out of there. Munoz, you need to learn the truth, dude. You done came on offering that filthy conversation. Get that shit out of here. Let's go back to 2 Ezra. I think I only read one and got out. Let's harp on them. he say 9 or 6? I read 6. Salakia. That's Ezekiel. There's the weirdo. Second Ezra's 9 through 12. Okay. It's the book of Second Ezra. This is the brother Isaiah Allah Idaho, the beloved brother. 9 and what do you say? 9 and 12. Salak. I gotta check it 15 times. 9 and 12. That's 9 and 11. Okay, started. Okay, I need some water. All right. So, yeah, man. And here's the thing, too, because they can't see what we see. And we're giving them the warning, and their blood is off of our hands. And we're preparing ourselves. The Most High is preparing us and putting a cold spirit on them. We're not going to give a shit, man. I'm so fucking disgusted right now. I can't even explain. Anyway, Second Ezra's 9 and 9. This is the beloved brother Isaiah Idaho. Second Ezra's chapter 9, verse 9. Then shall they, who is they? You jakes that are catching hell. See, here's what people can't even fathom right now. The ones that get grabbed up. See, this is why that Negro in D.C., right? He's surrounded by whoever, right? And they're about to grab his ass up. If they get him into that cell, guess what? He's not coming up. They're killing Salaki. Did I say that? Kill Devil Hills. That's a place, you know. Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Right? The Wright brothers. The not so right brothers. Here's what's going on. If they grab you up right now, if they get you, you have to understand how long, when them Nazis were doing them, how long did it take for people to understand that that's what they were doing the whole time? Well, they didn't figure it out until the liberation, after it was over, right? Kind of like what's going on in Gaza. Well, guess what? It was a genocide. Well, it's over. Now we'll call it a genocide. So what's happening right now? They're just grabbing people up. Oh, is it catch and release? No. Catch and toss. Catch on 11, toss. The hell do you think gator bait is? Okay. They're not gonna make the same mistake that they made with those ovens that were only big enough to delouse some whatever, man. Some typhus. Second Ezra's 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. How are you abusing the way? Well, when the Most High called, you did not listen. You had none of his reproof. You gave the Heisman, and now it's time to get hit by the whole defensive line. The Heisman don't work with the Most High. Stupid. It's only a ticking time, but that little bit of time don't mean nothing to the Most High. Niggas don't understand judgment. Second Ezra's 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which have now, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Okay? those words are going to come alive. You're going to understand what that means. Okay? There's going to be a permanent dark cloud moving with you wherever you go, following you on some bad luck, schlep rock type shit. And that turmoil, that sense of foreboding is not going to go away until the missiles come. Somebody said this shit ain't been the same since 2020. I'm so happy-go-lucky. And 2020 came, and the dark cloud been following me ever since. Dark cloud of demons, nigga. Where's the brother? Okay, I need to read. I'm gonna read. Oh, he's well. Let me read. Slop. Torments. I gotta expound about it. Okay, 2 Ezra 9 and 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Man, your thoughts are far away from the Most High, man. A couple of dollars is all Jake needs with what we're about to obtain. It's not even worth it. It's worth surrendering your life, like Abishai did. Abishai sitting on the right hand. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open to them, understood not, but despised it. Niggas don't understand judgment. Now it's you despised it, but now your time is up. Alizé, no 1,000 years, dummy, to get poked in the butt. 5 more seconds before that ass is on fire. The same Salak. 2 Ezra 9 and my eyes are doing bad. The same. 2 Ezra 9 and 12. The same must know it after death by pain. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. What does it say? And inquire what? It says, be not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. How shall the righteous be saved? Well, let's see. I used to say this all the time, but now it means so much more. You know why? In the last, 2 weeks, this has taken on a whole new meaning. I used to say that to be spiteful, right? And not spiteful, but just to poke at people, right? Because the truth sounds so ridiculous, right? What does it mean to be saved? Well, what would the devil say about what it means to be? Well, he would make it the most repulsive thing ever, right? What do you never in your life want to happen? Well, I don't want to be abducted by aliens, right? And they're going to probe me and do all this. I don't want to be abducted by, right? That's the worst thing that could ever happen to you is that you were abducted by aliens. Well, guess what? These aliens that look like you, right? Here they come. How is that the worst thing ever? To be abducted by let's right? What does it mean to be saved? Well, it means to be abducted by aliens. That's what it means. Especially if they look like you, getting you out of a bad situation. And here's what they said, because they're putting the truth right in your face. They said Avi Loeb, this super brainiac professor, said this. Well, the aliens are either coming to destroy us or to save us. Really? Really? That's just the plain truth, right? Now the devil, let's get there real quick. I like that talks a lot. Genesis 3 and 1. See, this devil will say something to you and present the facts and pose it in a question and throw you all the way off. In plain sight. Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. And he said unto the woman, yea. I'll just read up to here. Lord God had made. Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. Okay? So when Avi Loeb says this, the aliens, the hostile aliens, this doesn't even make sense. The hostile aliens are either coming to destroy us or to save us. Does that mean either or does it mean both? See how the devil is subtle and slick? It means both. It doesn't mean either or. It can be presented. He's presenting it in snake language, right? He's subtle. The who, let's read it one more time. This is forked tongue language. Who was that? I was watching this thing, how they were exposing DJ Vlad for being a Fed, right? And the brother comes and he goes, man, the way he was asking me questions, right? The way he was asking me questions, I knew he was a Fed, right? He was breaking that down. Basically what he was saying is, he was speaking to me with a forked tongue and I knew it, right? He said I lied to him and then he gave me a puzzled look like he was disgusted, like he knew that I was lying, and he got mad. It was like he broke it all the way down, right? So he understood that snake language, right? And that's what is being said right here. I'm gonna read this one more time up to that point. You didn't read the whole. No, I didn't. I read what needed to be read. Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent, which serpent? Let's go to Revelation 12 and 7. What serpent? Which serpent? That old one. The old one in the garden, right? Are we not reading about the old serpent in the garden? Got to qualify these things. Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. That means in the sky. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought in his angel. Ooh, the dragon is not the serpent, is it? And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon, Babylon, the great dragon, no, Salah. The great dragon was cast out, right? One, great dragon. That old serpent, who's that? One in the garden. The old one, the beginning, right? That old serpent, that's a snake right there. Okay? Forked tongue. That guy, he was slick with it, right? All of these are the same guy. Start again. And the great dragon was cast out. 1, that old serpent. 2, called the devil. 3, and Satan. 4. See? And Satan, all the same guy. Now, back to the old serpent. Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent, which one? The old one, was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. So here's what he's going to say, Avi Loeb. He's going to set it up for you if you can parse it out. What does he say? The hostile aliens, right? The hostile what? Aliens, African Americans, right? Either That hostile alien he's talking about is Yahushua. The hostile alien is coming either to save us or to destroy us. Now, here's the question. Does that mean either save us or either destroy us, or does it mean he's coming to save some of us and destroy others of us? The way he presented it leaves ambiguation. I just made that up. Ambiguousness. Salaki. All right, let me get back to the brother here. He is in Jeremiah. I guess I can answer Jeremiah 6, 22, 23. Jeremiah 6:23. Coming back in Isaiah. All right, this is the brother Isaiah, our Idaho. Jeremiah 6:22. Thus saith the Lord, behold, a people cometh from the north country, and a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the north. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roareth like the sea, and they ride upon horses set in array, as men of war against thee, O daughter of Zion. Woo! Yeah. That's twofold, too. We have heard the fame thereof. Our hands wax feeble, anguish hath taken hold of us, and pain as of a woman in travail. A couple of things are going to happen here, okay? There's a movie, couple of movies. They're called Red Dawn. Red Dawn is mainly about Russia. And then in the different movies, it was either like North Korea or maybe China. Was it China? Or they were paired with someone else coming in from the other side. But Red Dawn is dealing with the invasion of Babylon the Great. Okay? So, when I say that that's twofold, it's talking about you Jakes getting ran up on by the flood that's coming to get you right now in those major cities and everywhere else. That's one. See, because you're going to have the Civil War, right? You're going to have, within the Civil War, there's the race war. Within World War III, there's the Civil War in America, right? So, war, and rumors of war is rampant. What am I grabbing here? Got where I was going with it. Let's see. I was just in Ezekiel. Did I read 22? Let's see. Jeremiah. Six, 22 and 23. Let's go back there. Oh, okay, yep. Jeremiah 6:22. Got to recalibrate. 6:22 and 23. Salakia, lost my train. The heat is encroaching. I need some more. 6:22 and 23. Yep. Oh, I was going to show you that they're coming. They're coming to America. Sitting on the plains, they're coming to America. Okay, so Jeremiah 6:22, thus saith the Lord, behold, the people cometh from the north country, and a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the earth. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Guess what? Also referring to Edomites. Okay? Russia's a bunch of Edomites, ain't they? Hell, I was going to say Persians. This is Second Ezra's 15. It's a lot. Yeah. Second Ezra's 15 and 30. Also, the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and they shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. What is that? Right? And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then shall these be troubled. Who's these? Then shall these be troubled and keep silence, so their power shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them. Huh? What's that? Is that the Red Dawn? And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. So, that Red Dawn scenario, right? That's one of those northern army type situation. Okay? And then, hey, the northern army that is about to be removed far away and go over here and fight this war in World War III, what is that going to do to, right? Who do you think, when they send, okay, Trump has sent to LA the National Guard, which is not the Army. The National Guard is the Army, but it's not the regular Army. Okay? Understand that. Okay? Now, that ain't the Army, but who did they send? They sent the Marines. So that is the Army. The regular Army, Marines. You understand? Not the weekend warriors, is the point that I'm making. All right? So, he's got many people that he can send. All right? But the point being made is, when the Northern Army gets sent over there, who's going? Those Marines, those armies. The regular Army, right, until you need, right, National Guard, or what they call the Ready Reserve. It's Ranger, RA, regular Army, NG, National Guard, ER, Enlisted Reserve. So, Ranger, right? When you got Ranger, those are the people that they have that they can draw from. Now, if you can clearly see, they're being stretched thin on all sides. So they're going to need everybody. They're going to use up everybody that they can, all the whole Ranger. Then they're going to say, now we got a draft. And then they're, to lock this place down, they're going to have to bring in soldiers that don't speak our language, which are already here. They already let them in, and they have their blue helmets, and they're ready to go. Isaiah 6 and 10. Yep. Isaiah 6 and 10. Woo. This is the brother Isaiah Allah, Idaho. Again, the beloved, make the heart of this people fat. What people? Right? Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Right? That's one of my favorite scriptures, but there's nothing good about it. Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. And you Jake's boy, you're fat right now. You're fatlings. You're about to, a lot of you are about to die of starvation. It's going to be terrible. You know, watch yourself get thin. Yeah, man. It's not, it's whew. I'm gonna take it all the way back to the top, to the beginning. This is Amos, the book of Amos 9 and 8. I could just quote it. Amos 9 and 8. The eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy from off the face of the earth, saving. Salaki, we start again. Book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the earth. Salaki. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Okay, and what is this going into? This is going into Jacob's trouble. Let's see. Saving. Okay, let's see. Let me read on. Amos 9 and 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift. This goes into the 2/3. For lo, I will command and sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. And all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. What sword? Esau is the sword. Esau is the end, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Okay, so anyway, let's get Zechariah real quick. Zechariah 13 and 8. Just to back that up. Zechariah 13 and 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, that 2 parts, right? What 2 parts? Where's Amos? I shall not. What's that word? Completely. 9. It says utterly. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of. What does that mean? Utterly. Completely. Well, why? Because 2 parts therein shall be cut off and not, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. So utterly would be completely. So completely no. 3rd is gonna let's see this. Zechariah 13 and 9, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire. Through the fire. And will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold destroyed. So they made it. You can't say they were completely destroyed from off the face of the earth, pursuant to Amos 9 and 8, that beloved little scripture. Anyway, now it's time to know how and when to call upon the name of the Lord. Because people, they have wasted their time, right? And when that shit gets real, see, people are thinking like, oh, well, it ain't gonna happen to me, it ain't gonna, when it does, you're not gonna be ready. You're not gonna understand, that there's nothing you can do. Here's what you can do. Agree with your adversary, which means surrender, and then go with them. And if they put you to death, then it's all good. That's what it is. If they come and grab you, they grab you. Right? Don't resist. If they take you in, if they put you to death, that's what they're doing. When they grab you, they're putting you to death. Eventually, they're going to grab you and take you in. And when you stand before the council, you have instructions. Right? Part of those instructions are, you might die. Right? Be thou faithful to the end. Right? Just follow the instructions. When they go there, they're going to come and grab people. If they grab you up, right? If they do, go. And be ready to die. It's just that simple. Don't protest. Just say, oh, well, this is how it was written. It's what the Most High wants, and I'm going to take it cheerfully and hope for the best. Really, that's all you can do. No fear involved. Is just the way it was written. Now, if it was written like that, that's a good thing. You're in this truth. You know the names. You did everything you were supposed to do, and it went down like that. It's a good thing. That's what you got to know. And that's what's going to lead you, right? You're going to be led through the valley, right, of shadow of death. Yea, though I what? Anyway, the pilgrimage, right? I've been, for the last, I don't know, I'm always compelled to say, get ready for what is about to happen then. When they lock this place down, you want to get out. The pilgrimage, right? Let's get the pilgrimage and some of the instructions on the pilgrimage, and then I'll go ahead and close. Pilgrimage is in 2 Ezra 16 and 40. My people hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. There's the pilgrimage. Get ready. Get ready to walk away from everything, right? With nothing but faith, if need be. And then do what? Here's some instructions to go with that. Let's get Proverbs real quick, just to so that you understand instruction. Right? Because if you miss the instruction, you just wave it off. You had none of my reproof. You think it's me giving this? Something said, oh, hit Proverbs first. Well, who's that? Is that me? Proverbs 1 and 7. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Did you hear that? Instructions. What are the instructions? When you open up the box, first thing you do, you open the instructions, you read them. It tells you to open the plastic bag and make sure you got everything. If you're not doing that, you're not following the instructions. One more time. Listen. Warnings against violence. That's the heading. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Okay? Instruction. If you can't be instructed, if you're not listening, if you can't heed instruction, what are you? You're a fool. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Don't be a damn fool out there. All right? Now, what is the instruction? All right, Matthew. Let's get some instructions here. 24 and what? Let's start at 16. When you're out there on your pilgrimage, when the time for the pilgrimage, when it's time to go, what are your instructions? And this goes back to 70 AD. All right, I'm going to say that. But it's still wise counsel, is it not? Things that were written aforetime are written for what? Learn something. Matthew 24 and 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Okay? It's all written in red. These are instructions from who? Yahushua. Now, does that pertain? That pertain to, this is a story that something that happened in 70 AD. Does it pertain to now too? Absolutely it does. Okay? But you got to read the situation. Wherever you're at, if it pertains to you, you're like, oh, don't go back to the hood where it's all locked down in ICE, whoever. Who did he send out? Who are they sending? What's the contingent of military that they're sending into the hoods? Guess what? If you're not locked in that thing, don't go back up in there. That makes sense, does it? Use some damn common sense, which isn't too common. Probably not. Okay? Don't go up in there. Right? Don't find a way back into a war zone. Know when to leave and keep it moving. All right? Understand what it means to be a pilgrim. Understand what it means to live, right, in a tent. Rehearse it. Anyway, and whatever happens, man, it is what it is. But, I mean, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, the brother that had the dream, the woman came up and said that he leapt off of the balcony right after he offered whatever she wanted to eat. Just eat whatever you want to. Do you need anything? I'm about to go on a run right now. Right before I leap over the balcony. You understand? That's coming. Forward to too. Right? Without looking back. If you look forward, guess what it says in this book? We're going to fly. Guess what it says? We're going to have everything we want. It says that in here too. All right? Somebody's got to catch hell, and somebody is got to almost catch hell, right? So that's who you want to be. Anyway, with that, what do we got there? I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. And here's how we do that. So, what did I say? Yeah, those instructions. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Okay? When the shit goes down, don't go back home. Home to what? A trap. If they grab you, you're not coming home. Okay? Which is okay. All right? Get your head right about that. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. Second, this is Philippians 2. Philippians 2 and 12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Be a full-time Israel. Hey, it's time to put everything into this basket and say, F it. Most High got me. Right? Yeah, we still gotta hop off the Titanic when it's time, as it's, when it starts to go down, and then, all right, meaning work and bills, but it's almost time. It's almost time to hit the dusty road. All right. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna face the east. The water to the brethren, to the brother, Isaiah, our Idaho. Call Haval Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shabbat Hashim Gosh, never honor, should be our apostles and our bishops. Great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and sincerity. Hopefully, we'll tabernacle with David. All right, shalom.